Good morning, afternoon, and evening, everybody, and welcome to episode 3 of Alan Wake. Episode 3 of the stream, episode 4 of the game. We're doing an episode and a half per stream, roughly. Hello, Kun. Good to see you. It's been a while. How you doing? What do you know about Alan Wake? Do you like the game? Do you like Remedy? Hello, Lyupka. Hi, Lyupka. Woo! Lyupka's here. Woohoo! Hello, Sash, my love. Nice, Kun. What's been going on with you? We need, damn, John does the best Kermit the Frog, but like when he goes like, yay, and just like flail his little froggy head. Cheer for me! Woohoo! Man, you missed quite a spectacle yesterday. It was crazy running through the forest and escape, running from the police and a crazy FBI agent that just wants to kill Alan Wake for no reason. He doesn't even know why, but I know why. I'm not gonna tell you. And we had a possessed diner waitress talking like a zombie. Yes, I will help you. And all sorts of stuff. But now, Alan Wake was running after the kidnapper, who claimed to have his wife Alice. And in a scuffle, they fell off a cliff. Wake kept going and found himself again with the kidnapper after like running through the forest fucking yet again. Just to find out as the guy was dying, he found out that he was being killed by the old lady in a wedding dress. We find out that he doesn't have Alice, that he lied, and he and his boss just wanted Wake to play ball. So we're gonna find out more about that today. Oh, yo, so you did follow something. Did you see those? Like, I want to ask you, did you see that? Did you see that? Wow, wow, wow. I love this game, so of course I want to share it with my sister. Good to hear, Kun. Very happy to hear. And very happy to have you here, brother. That was a 5-hour stream yesterday. That tells you how much I love this game. My ass did hurt quite a bit after that. Normally, like, I think normal people would take a break every 2 hours or so, but due to, mostly due to internet, not even a space. I could just move to the couch behind me, but mostly due to internet resetting whenever it wants. And I also think you can't edit a video on YouTube if it's longer than 5 hours. That's how it was with uploads. I don't know if it's like that with streams, so I can't take out the pre-stream and post-stream and mid-stream breaks. So I was so happy to finish it. Like, it was 3 minutes before 5 hours. That was almost there, but it was such a good stream. Yeah, man, it's one of my favorite games, Kun. I've played this game many times, and actually I think we can see statistics. Look at all the shit I've done here. I unlocked everything, I think, as soon as I got the game almost. All the unlockables, but then look at 4,000 birds. Well, yesterday was 3,000 something. 918 kills with the revolver. Apparently my favorite weapon. This is just on the Xbox 360. I played this on PC as well. Only once though. The original PC version. I never played the remaster. But maybe I will someday. I don't know. I don't like that they removed some of the music. Playback? Oh yeah, you can actually listen to the radios. There you go, you can listen to the radios. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we've heard all of these. Have you heard this one?
And we have another caller. You're on the air.
Oh yeah.
Oh, hello, Lorna. What do you have for us?
I just don't see why the cops bother with the trailer park.
She's horrible.
It's a trailer park. Of course you're going to have trouble in a place like that. I mean, what do you expect? The sheriff should be helping us normal citizens instead of wasting resources on those people.
Well,
Those people.
Let the trash sort themselves out. I'm sorry, but my granddaddy settled in Bright Falls in 1911.
well, thank you very much for that compassionate viewpoint, Lorna.
That title confused me. Lorna Miles, humanitarian? What the hell? Oh, it unlocks again as you go. That's beautiful. Well, only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 radios in this episode. There you go. You can listen to the soundtrack as well. I like that about Remedy. They think of everything. Alright, let's get into some Alan Wake. We're gonna start with the manuscript page, all the manuscript pages from the 3rd episode. Oh yeah, it's saved right at the end of the 3rd episode. There you go. I didn't want it to start the next episode because I wanted it to start with previously in Alan Wake.
I could see Cauldron Lake. I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat. I was close now. I had to get there fast. I dreaded what I would find.
Hey, I'm here! I'm coming!
No! Get away! Sorry. Please, lady. The boss didn't know who he was messing with. I didn't know. I swear, I didn't know. We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is. She's probably drowned. We just said we had her to make him play ball. You see? To get him writing for us. Please. Please. Oh. I'm sorry. Please don't hurt me.
He was so cocky, but now he's like, please don't hurt me, lady, no. Where are your balls now, Summer? Where are your balls now? Actually, I'm gonna figure out how the saving between chapters work now. I didn't think about that. He was such a dick to him earlier. He was on the ferry when we arrived in town. If you remember, he was right there. I'm a comet, Mom. Look at me. And the water of Cauldron Lake is not good for you. Help me, please. And that one ends with Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds song. I love the music choice in this game. Too bad, like, for all of this licensed music, you get like copyright claims. Some people will release them. I gotta say, so the Poets of the Fall song from Max Payne, from the end of Max Payne 2, when I got a copyright claim for that and I appealed, you know, being it's like an original song written for Max Payne based on a poem by Sam Lake, they, like, within an hour it was done. It was released. I've never lived through that. Bravo, Scandinavian Music, whatever the company's name was. We're gonna skip it though.
On Alan Wake. I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Uh-huh.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice.
There you go, Alan.
Hartman. I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you're lying.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
Nobody even changed my clothes.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus.
Alright, let's check out the manuscript pages. Randolph calls the police.
Mr. Randolph liked Rose. That little smile she had. How she was still sweet when life had tried so hard to make her bitter. It wasn't any of his business what she did in her trailer. But those strangers, the writer and his smart-ass sidekick, looked like trouble. And they'd been in there for hours, way past her normal bedtime. He reached for the phone and called the sheriff's station.
Poor guy can't sleep for like days now.
For decades, the darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's skin slept fitfully in the dark place that was its home and prison. It was hungry and in pain. It dreamed of its nights of glory when the poet's writing had called it from the depths and given it a brief, terrible taste of power and freedom. The rock stars had stirred it from the deep sleep the poet had sunk it back to in the end. When it sensed the writer on the ferry, it opened its eyes.
So Barbara Jagger's skin. Darkness that wears Barbara Jagger's skin. Thomas Zane's girlfriend. That's the woman in the funeral attire. Thomas Zane, the poet, was actually awoke the darkness in the 70s, which is the the volcanic activity they talked about in 1970. That's what it was. That flooded the mine, and there was structural damage and all that. And Thomas and Barbara disappeared at that time, along with the diver's isle, and the cabin. What do they call it? Bird's leg cabin, which Alice and Alan went into at the beginning of the game, but the cabin has been gone for like 40 years at that point. It sunk. And the rock stars, oh, we're gonna see who the rock stars are.
Nightingale stared through the broken studio window into the dark woods. He turned around, started to walk out, but Maine grabbed his arm. "Young man, you almost shot me. You don't shoot off rounds at people like that. What's the matter with you?" Nightingale shook his arm free, marched out. His cheeks burned with rage and humiliation.
Yeah, the cabin from the beginning of the game. It sunk in 1970. So how did we get in there in 2010, huh?
Sarah trusted her gut, and her gut said Agent Nightingale was an asshole. He felt wrong, and it wasn't just the smell of stale booze. It was in the way he flashed his badge, pulled rank, the look in his eyes when he wanted answers. Where was Alan Wake? What was this about an accident? Where was his wife? And most importantly, why did she let Wake go? He wouldn't answer her questions. Federal business was all he'd say.
Wake attacked by a possessed object.
The pipe wrenched itself loose from the bridge's steel framework. Wrapped in darkness, it floated in midair, twitching. For a moment, I didn't understand what I was looking at. The heavy object lurched at me with impossible force. I threw myself out of the way, but just barely. When I turned my flashlight on it, it shook in a dark rage before it flew at me again.
I don't remember which I found yesterday. I think I found them all, but we'll go through all of them.
I slammed the door shut right in his smug face. He pleaded for me to open the door. True to form, the asshole actually thought I would obey. I had no sympathy left, no guilt either, not for him. I took a moment to savor the scream. I bet I had a smile on my face. It was all that I had time for. The dark presence was inside the lodge with me.
This will happen, so this is from the future. Wake attacked by the dark presence.
The darkness surged towards me, sucking everything loose from the ground into its depths, tugging at my clothes. I saw the flare the kidnapper had dropped and threw myself towards it just as I felt my feet leave the ground. The darkness embraced me with the force of a tornado. Somehow I managed to light the flare. The darkness roared and cast me away. I fell toward the dark waters of the lake far below.
That's what we've just seen.
Rose didn't know how the strange old lady got in her trailer, and she looked wrong somehow. The woman showed her teeth in an approximation of a smile and traced a finger down Rose's cheek. "Pretty girl," she said. Rose felt as if she was falling asleep, but her knees didn't buckle. The crone spoke in a whisper, her words ice cold and dark in Rose's ear.
Oh my. Rose visited and then Rose touched by the dark presence.
Touched by the dark presence, Rose was lost in a dreamland where everything was drawn in black and gray crayons. The old lady had promised her that all her wishes would come true. She would be Alan Wake's muse. She was smiling so hard it hurt her face. She crushed a bottle full of sleeping pills into the coffee. Deep down inside, she was screaming in terror.
So she was aware of what she was doing. She just couldn't control herself. Walter fights Danny.
Danny had stepped out, but what stumbled back in was something else. Something alien. A monster. Walter tried to kill it, first with his fists, then a chair. It wouldn't die. Instead, it kept coming, unaffected by the beating it had taken. After Walter managed to kick it down the cellar stairs, fear took over. He ran, got behind the wheel, gunned the engine. The booze wouldn't make him forget, but he knew he had to try.
So Walter was the guy from the jail from the first episode that was talking about his buddy Danny not being himself, and nobody believed him. They thought he was drunk. He was not drunk. Wake attacked by a bulldozer. We had that yesterday.
The bulldozer's engine roared to life. Mud and rocks flew as it fought for traction. It crashed through the concrete wall and landed heavily in the yard. If it were an animal, it would have shaken its head after the impact, fixed its eyes on me, and charged. Of course, it had no head, nor eyes. Shadows crawled on its form, twisting it into a monster. Then, it came for me.
I was talking about it yesterday. I had nightmares like this as a kid, where inanimate objects would attack me, like a telephone pole, a washing machine, a bulldozer, a tractor, shit like that. When I saw that in this game, I was like, oh god, I know what this feels like. Only, I could awake from it. I could awake from it. Wake, March Scare, Wake and Night Spring. So this is a Nightmare Mode one that you can only unlock when you play Nightmare Mode.
Even after all this time, hearing the Night Springs theme caused a surge of conflicting emotions in me. It'd been my first real writing gig. Barry had known a guy who knew a guy, and suddenly I'd been a semi-regular writer on the show. I'd always been ashamed of the job. Felt it was trash. I'd wanted to be an artist, a novelist. I'd been naive back then. It had taken a long time to learn to be proud of the work.
Oh yeah, so Night Springs is the show we keep finding around Bright Falls, the TV show that's like the Twilight Zone. Sarah in the radio station.
With Nightingale gone and the night wind blowing in through the broken studio window, Maine stared at Sarah. The sheriff looked away. Maine's voice shook with barely controlled anger. "That boy's doing more drinking than thinking. I hope you know what you're doing, Sarah. He's got a sickness in his eyes. You take my word for it. He wants Wake for a reason, and it's not for anything good."
Thomas Zane in love with Barbara Jagger.
When Thomas Zane fell for Barbara Jagger, it happened fast. She was young, vibrant, and beautiful, full of life. He had never been a very happy man, and without any seeming effort, she had changed all that. Zane felt good for the first time in his life. Everything she did was another piece of a jigsaw puzzle he hadn't even known he'd been missing. And best of all, she made the words flow, strong and sharp. She was his muse.
Wake touched by the dark presence.
Some of the Taken retained echoes of their former selves, but these were just the nerve twitches of a dead thing. Nothing remained but a shell covered and filled with darkness. In most cases, these puppets were enough for the purposes of the dark presence. But for anything more elaborate, as with the writer, it was different. It needed his mind. And so rather than taking him over completely, it merely touched him.
So instead of making him into Taken because it needed his mind, so he can write. The Dark Presence basically wants an artist, because it responds to artists, right? It wants an artist to write or paint or play it out of the lake and help it take over the world, basically. Maybe even the universe. We better not find out. Wake and Barry in the cell. This is the future.
I stared through the bars of the jail cell. Barry stood behind me, swaying on his feet, looking as ill as I felt. Agent Nightingale stood on the other side of the bars with Sheriff Breaker. Nightingale had a stack of manuscript pages in his hand. He seemed unhinged as he gloated. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent.
Nightingale keeps calling Wake different writers' names. Wake and
Things
Casey.
were never as simple in real life as in fiction. I had lost count of the times I had wished there'd be a clear reason for my writer's block. Something to fight. Something to lash out on. There wasn't. I was filled with doubt. I was nothing like the hero in my books. Alex Casey had gone through his life with single-minded determination, never wavering from his goal. Even now, I was angry at myself, angry at Alice, angry at Barry. I was fumbling and I had no plan.
Nightingale in the Majestic.
Even behind the closed doors and curtains of his grimy room at the Majestic, the local motel, Nightingale could feel the locals' eyes on him, the unrelenting pressure of their judgment. He forced it out of his mind. For all he knew, they could all be under Wake's spell already. You do what you have to do to get the job done. He took comfort from the bottle in his hand. Please, he thought, just let me get through this.
So the dark presence responds to art, any art. The dark place where the darkness comes from responds to art, and basically for what we know, any form of art. We know that Thomas Zane, the poet, affected it. We know that the rockers affected it. We'll get to that. We know now that Alan Wake affected it, and we'll see in later games that there are other forms of art that also affect it. So it basically wants an artist to write it or paint it or whatever out of the dark place, so it can be free from the dark place, which is somehow connected to Lake Cauldron Lake, and so it can take over the world or maybe even the universe. We don't know yet. Yeah. So what it wants is Alan Wake to write a story where the dark presence comes out. Whatever he writes about will come true. So everything that he's going through now, he wrote this. He doesn't remember when, but he wrote this and it's happening. And we can only hope that he was aware enough to write the kind of ending that works for him and not for the dark place. Yeah, so wherever he wrote, it's going to happen. It's like you create reality while you write, while you're in the dark place. It will make more and more sense over time. Mott at Cauldron Lake, that's the kidnapper.
Mott had checked all of Stucky's rental cabins. There had been no sign of the Wakes. It was dark when he'd found their car parked at the end of the road by Cauldron Lake. It made no sense. They must have taken a wrong turn, but there was no sign of them, and the car had been there for hours already. Frustrated, Mott stood on the rotten ruin of the footbridge that had once led to Diver's Isle before it sank beneath the waves years ago. The boss wouldn't be happy.
So they went into the cabin that didn't exist. Wake wakes up in the lodge. Wake.
I tried to hold on to Alice, but her form melted away. I was losing control. Dr. Hartman stood in her place. I wanted to hit him, but my arms were jelly. He smiled. It was a reassuring smile, and I hated him for it. I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period. Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now.
We've just seen that. Mott on the ferry.
For Mott, spying on the writer on the ferry had been a disappointment. His boss had made Wake out to be something special, but Mott hadn't been impressed. He'd gotten a good long look at the wife, though, and he liked what he saw. Mott had fantasized about goading Wake into a fight, but it hadn't happened. Still, He'd get his chance to see if the writer had anything in him. He'd been promised as much.
Hunters taken.
The hunters were big, thick-set men, confident and at home in the woods. They were feeling good, running on beer, ghost stories, and camaraderie late into the night. It did them no good, as they were taken by the dark presence, sucked deep into a darkness far worse than any ghost story they ever told or heard.
And now 2 nightmare ones. Doc examines Barry and Rose.
Doc sat down heavily. He examined Barry and Rose. Barry was already recovering. Rose was another story. She was conscious, but she was barely present, almost delirious, disturbed, touched in the head, they used to say. It wasn't the first time Doc had seen someone in such a state, but it had been over 30 years. Doc poured himself a stiff drink. He hadn't forgotten a thing.
Doc is an old man. We saw him in the beginning of the 2nd episode. He was there in the 70s. Wake reads a page. Oh, I think this is my favorite manuscript page in the entire game. I think this is the one.
I lifted the page in front of my eyes and read it. In it, I lifted the page in front of my eyes and read it. In it, I lifted the page in front of my eyes and read it. In it, I lifted the page in front of my eyes and read it. In it, I lifted the page in front of my eyes and read it. In it, I lifted the page in front of my eyes and read it.
How far can it go? It's an infinity, because he wrote himself picking up the page and reading it. It's happening, and while it's happening, he's reading about it happening where he's reading about it happening. It's fucking amazing. When I got that one, that's like, I remember this day when I was playing this some 6-7 years ago. Oof. Laggy ladder, yeah. Thor hits Nurse Sinclair.
Lightning flashed behind the windows of Cauldron Lake Lodge. Tor Anderson laughed and held the steel hammer above his head. Nurse Sinclair was trying to calm him down without success. Tor grinned madly and shouted, "My hammer's up. Here's a friendly poke from Mjolnir, wench." He brought the hammer down with all his might on Sinclair's head. "We're on a comeback tour, baby."
We'll see this very soon. Alright, those are all episode 3 ones.
There were only empty sheets of paper here. No manuscript pages.
Yeah, they want him to write them. Look, he's having a headache and issues. Like, he's struggling with light, so we are struggling with light.
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah. I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message. Loud and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good. This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together. This way, Alan.
Notice that he has a band-aid on his
Alan,
nose.
From past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped, and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you.
So should I go on? I thought you were leading, Doc, but okay. Is he blind when he's bending
Go
over
this way, Alan.
I
to
wasn't
unlock
ready
the
for
door?
another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
It's beautiful. There's Mirror Peak. We've been there yesterday.
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way, follow me.
I think that dock across
What I'm telling you is good news.
is where we
Now
started.
we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk.
After all,
Hartman
I'm the one
obviously
trying
loved
to
his
bring
own
you
voice.
out of the world
His
you've
words echoed
constructed for
madly
yourself.
inside my head.
But I can't
I dug
do
my
it
nails
by
into the
myself.
palms of my hands to stay
You need
focused.
to work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery.
You hear the sounds of the storm coming?
Let's go
So realistic and cool.
Now here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
Scary, scary, scary.
Well, it's like real people, they talk.
Emerson.
Remember him? Sash? Emerson?
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be
Emerson.
afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
Please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused.
That's Ralph
about
Emerson.
who he is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson.
Okay, sorry. Boo.
That's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on video
Elbow
games.
strike. Ooh,
It's
yeah.
trash, of course, but it does involve
Get him
some
to the head.
small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
I love Sam Lake's like
Come, Alan, this way. Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
there they are.
My rheumatism's killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm. I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Thor. They had a, how should I put this, a heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
They're very
Oh,
important.
that won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny.
Yeah!
Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Zane! You're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson Farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all down, lest we forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
They gave you a manuscript page.
Or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Tom, you got any booze on you?
Yeah, no.
We
Sorry,
have a
guys.
stash of the special stuff at the farm. Our own formula. Local ingredients. Medicine. Clears your head right up. Makes you remember like moonbeams on the brain.
Oh, I just noticed. Leather patches on the elbows? That's not very rock and roll.
Tom just lost is all. Baba Yaga got to him too, the damn witch.
She used us all. Taken from all of us. Took my thunder, the witch.
And my ravens. What were they? Memory and thought, the hag.
She took something from you too, didn't she? That's what she does.
We're better off. This place, the lake, it gives you power. If you're a creator, an artist, a god.
Nightmare shifted in their sleep in the darkness of the lake.
Yeah, that's the one. She makes sure it comes out twisted and wrong. Just ask the lamp lady. She knows what happened to that other rider.
She's been using you, boy, and you let her. You went and opened the door for her, didn't you?
Now, it was already open a crack. And whose fault is that? We're morally corrupt, disease-ridden, old and stupid.
Doesn't mean he had to open it all the way, goddammit.
Everything they're saying is super important.
So tired. Built the farm close to the lake. A place of power.
We had parties there, man. You should go there and have a party.
I love how they...
That Bob Balder threw the app through the window. Hit that hippie chick in the back of the head. 15 stitches and a concussion. Bob's dead now. Leukemia.
Rip. I like how they preserve their personalities for the second game. I really do. Thomas Zane's writing an assistant.
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He, too, had a way with words.
So Emil Hartman, was the assistant of Thomas Zane, who convinced him to write. Now there's something for you. I don't know how many he gives you, like, when he meets you. We're gonna read all of them later anyway.
Snitches and narcs, man. Bad scene.
How long can they... They're playing the Night Springs game.
Tired, man. So tired.
Yeah, they're more drunk in the second game, huh? Because they're out of everything.
I want to go home.
No, maybe that's the guy. What was the name? Was it Emerson? The guy... Yeah, his toy hammer is fresh. The guy from the second game's expansion, Sash. I don't... Maybe it wasn't Emerson, but we should meet him here. It should be... Ralph something. Ralph Emerson, was it? I don't know. Creator's Dilemma. The engaging book by Emil Hartman, PhD, the author of the best-selling Creative How. His groundbreaking techniques, engagement therapy, and the how explained in his own words. Welcome to the Cauldron Lake Lodge. We're here to give you the specialized help you need. However, please observe the following. Please ask friends and family to schedule visits beforehand to ensure they don't interfere with your therapy and/or periods of creativity. Also, please respect your fellow patients' need for privacy and personal space, especially when they're engaged by their creative processes. Be patient. Typically, our patients have long-term creative problems, and they won't be solved overnight. Give yourself permission to take the time you need. Bear in mind that you're voluntarily receiving treatment that has been specifically tailored for you. Engagement therapy, trademark, and its sister method, the flow, trademark, work best when you are actively engaged in shaping them. If you have any concerns, please don't hesitate to voice them. The hell is that thing? Return to your room, huh? So, wow, look at the trees outside in the wind. Ooh, that's amazing animation for such an old system. Greetings, fellow Carterstein. God damn, that's beautiful. Is that the room? No.
Dreams are only imagination. They're only in your head, and they're not there when you wake up. So you can't wake up because I'm in charge now, and I don't want to disappear. My nightmare is the publisher people who want to make a contribution so they can say they made a contribution. And then we end up with mullets in there because they think mullets are funny, but it wasn't supposed to be about mullets, and now it's about mullets. And when it's in slow motion, they call it mullet time because the numbers came back from marketing that mullet time is the hook we needed to go big in the target demographic. And they're not even kidding. They say it all like serial killers with straight faces and smiles. My nightmare is the writers who want to make everything from the characters to the toasters talk all the time and express their feelings so they won't shut up. And the writers won't shut up either because they have feelings too. And I have to listen to them because they're not scared of me. And everyone should just shut up. Shut up. Shut up. But I don't see nightmares anymore because I'm too scary for them. I take 2 pills every morning and 1 with every meal and 4 when I go to bed. And that makes me the scariest nightmare of all.
I think that's Sam Lake's commentary on the making of Max Payne with mullet time. uh, I probably can someday when I have it. She doesn't have anything to say. What about the guy painting outside? Could that be the dude?
Oh, hello. I've painted you.
Okay.
I was just struck by inspiration a couple of days ago. Dr. Hartman wanted me to paint landscapes, and that's what I was doing. But now I've been doing these things, a lot of them. The images just keep coming. Dr. Hartman likes them. He has them in his office.
Yeah?
He's very proud of me. He says I'm getting much better. I think I'm getting better.
Yeah, that could be him, huh?
I guess I'd better start wrapping this up. The storm is almost here. Look at that. I'd hate to be out there tonight.
Well, lucky for you. You're not the one who has to do it.
What a wonderful terror.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Look at the trees, my god, that looks so real. In the wind. Blowing in the wind. Sorry about the chair, dude. Let's see if anybody else has something to say before we have to move on. Oh wait, you can read that? The Creator's Dilemma. Well, I've just read that. I just read that from the actual sign.
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? Typewriter's in your room. You can get to your room by those stairs, Wake.
You're hitting up
Doors were
the
locked. Hartman and the nurses would have keys, but there was no way to get my hands on them.
They locked all the doors. You bastards, you want me to go crazy in here.
Something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be.
Important.
I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
So he's figuring it out. Can you read what? The sign? Yeah, I read it earlier.
That the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key. Hartman wanted me to write. I knew I couldn't, but I figured I should just play along for now. It was the only thing I could do with Nurse Birch watching me like a hawk.
Nurse Birch. Check this out, Carter. This is one of my favorite manuscript pages in the game. Well, definitely the favorite one.
I lifted the page in front of my eyes and read it. In it, I lifted the page in front of my eyes and read it. In it, I lifted the page in front of my eyes and read it. In it, I lifted the page in front of my eyes and read it. In it, I lifted the page in front of my eyes and read it. In it, I lifted the page in front of my eyes and read it.
Everything he writes comes true, but this one you find only on nightmare mode. Well, the first time when I found it and he started reading, I was like, holy fucking shit, that's awesome. It's literally what's happening. He wrote himself into the story, reading, picking up that manuscript page and reading it. So if you like look at it that way, it's like an infinite mirror. Wake, he already has my name tag up there, you bastard. Emerson. Look, there's an Xbox 360 with a Night Springs video game. Emerson does work on games, so there you go. Night Springs. Never-ending story, huh? Yeah, something like that. Something like that, yeah. Only this works only in horrors. Is that a game? That is a type of a game. I don't want to go to my room. I want to go to someone else's room. Lane, Rudolph Lane. That's him. The guy, the painting guy. That's the guy. He's gonna be important in the second game. Yeah, he's the painter. Yeah, yeah, Rudolph Lane. I remember. You can't forget his name. Like his. I mean, I kind of forgot it.
Is that this guy?
Huh?
Is that this guy?
The guy who painted. Yes. Look, all the. Because I know they said Alan Wake met him in the first game. I forgot about him, but that's the dude who was painting out there. Rudolph Lane. My God, poor dude.
Rudolph the red-nosed killer.
Those are the only two rooms you can access are Lane's and Emerson's. I think they even mention Emerson in the second game.
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody, calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
I don't know. Here's a friendly poke from Mjolnir, witch. Oh, afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya? Not so weak now, are we?
We just read about that.
Unraveling fast, aren't they?
Barry in the lodge.
Hartman kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder.
Ugh.
It's my storm. I'm taking it.
So after we just read about that in the in the manuscript page. So after giving us the instruction what to do, they raise a ruckus.
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. And if she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I could get the key to the office wing from Sinclair. I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd be keeping them.
The backstage is all mine.
And beat our wrinkled adult diapered asses for us, since you're so tough, Birch.
We were on the road, man! You think we haven't seen punks like you before? Mortal knave!
Gotta love him.
Yeah, you better hide, Birch. My wrath will break you.
He's probably kidding, Birch. He's got a great sense of humor. Just ask Sinclair.
Oh.
She's not feeling so good.
Children of the Elder God! Scourge of light upon the dark!
Fuck yeah. Yeah, Memory and Father were his ravens, that's right. Can't go forward, huh?
photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along.
Hello, Wesky. Welcome to the stream. How was it? How was White Day? Yeah, that's all 4 of them.
The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made at the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
Now, Mrs. Wake, can you tell me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake. What would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes. And I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems. Always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him. And we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here. Even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
So they tricked him, literally using the recording of her voice. When she called in yesterday's episode, that wasn't her. That was just Hartman and Mott playing a game on him.
아니 이게 말이 되냐? 진짜 미치겠네. 아.
2022, man. Wow.
그러니까 생존자랑 같이 죽었나? 아. 이게 말이 되냐고 이게. 아, 닫겠는데 이거.
I remember this period, man.
아.
I remember this period. When you had that kind of setup on your stream. You tried White Day, didn't you? I think you beat White Day before, didn't you? Several times. And RE5 Mercenaries, huh? So these are Rudolph Lane's paintings. Oh, that one's especially interesting. It looks like a man where you can see his skeleton inside. Wow, this almost looks like something we're gonna see in Alan Wake 2. Interesting. Beat so many times, huh? It's a very interesting game. I love games. I love horror games. What can I say? Mott fails Hartman.
Hartman wasn't happy. Mott could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan.
Yeah, what was part of Hartman's plan? Did you want him like right away, or do you want to get him in there? I don't know what he wanted actually. But they didn't have the whole manuscript, so they didn't know how the story would end. Wolves, is this also like foreshadowing Alan Wake 2, I wonder? These are the Taken. I'm gonna say these are the Taken. Look at them. Clad in darkness. These are definitely the Taken. Dark Woods. Man, there's like... The story of this game is so good.
Let me out of here! Hartman, do you hear me? I'm gonna sue your crazy quack ass to shreds!
Quack.
Seriously, do you have any idea how much trouble you're in? I am famous. I represent a celebrity. They'll be looking for me. Oh, that's how you want to play it? Is that how you want to play it? Really? Okay, that's how we'll play it. It'll be hardball all the way, jerk. Seriously, man, I'm willing to forget the whole thing if you let me out now. Just let me out! Hey, you think I can't hear you out there? I hear you just fine. You what, is this how you get your kicks, Hartman? I knew you were weird. You got that weird guy look. If you're one of those nurses, I'll double what he's paying you, okay? Do you have any idea how much I make as an agent of a best-selling writer? A lot. Is a personal check good?
How many lines did they write?
Barry?
Ow! About time!
Barry! Man, am I glad to see you.
We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no! The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of asses, that vet gave me a real hard time, but I had no clue where you were. That guy's crazy, Al. But he let me go, and then I get a call from Hartman, that son of a bitch, who tells me you're here, and I should come pick you up, but when I got here, 2 goons clobbered me and stuck me in there.
What's with the cutout?
I stole it from the diner to piss off Rose after what she did to us. That'll teach her.
Yeah, that's a harsh punishment. Come on, pal, we gotta get going.
You gotta love Barry. But it is a harsh punishment for Rose. She's obsessed with Alan Wake. Children of the Elder God. Oh, we've been outside there before. Scourge of light upon the dark. Yeah.
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
The darkness comes. We read about that. He does have a smile on his face. Here we go.
The dark presence would be on me in a moment. I had to find a way out.
Oh shit, it hurts. I don't have a flashlight though. Everything is poltergeisted. Hartman watches Wake fall.
Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking. something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach.
So he wanted him the entire time. All the possessed objects will try to kill me. Can't use the TV. The light will get them all. Can you use the light though? Start again. Before they start killing me. Again. I gotta lure them into. Look, the fucking deer is possessed as well, going off and on the wall. Hey, Zombie Chow, welcome to the stream, Zombie Bud. That deer just looks the scariest of them all. Look at it just turning. Ugh. Think we can move now, huh? How you doing, zombie? I wonder if I can kill the rest. Maybe I have to lure them into the light. There you go. Just avoid the rest, I guess. The whole thing is coming down. What, with one flare? Really? Did I get a flashlight? I don't get anything. No, it's all possessed by darkness. All the lights are exploding. Hartman's mission.
Hartman knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front. And he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction. To be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between.
So he understood the power of the lake. Can you go back? No? Alright, let's watch the TV. Mustang Drift. I forgot about this one.
Want access to thousands of applications? Verizon Wireless has you covered. Check out the latest games. Discover new music and old favorites. Social networking, sports scores, news. It's all at your fingertips. No matter what you're into, Verizon Wireless can satisfy your never-ending appetite for apps. Check out VCast apps and load up your phone.
Just watch the TV while the world is ending. That's how I do it. That was pretty pointless. I gotta allow it to break the door, I think. Oh yeah. Can you open the door? Or you gotta make it break then. Thank you, possessed object.
Al, I'm here.
Alright, Barry, I'm coming, old boy. As soon as I explore everything, as it goes, that's how we do things, Barry.
Hey, come on. We gotta get going.
No! I want to explore. Is that a page? Nope. It's shown like a page, but it ain't no page. Calm down, Barry. I'm coming, dude. There's no page there either. The lodge is beautiful, though. Oh, there you go. Suspended, Lauren Miller, 1989. Is that the thing that was just chasing me? Or is that Thomas Zane's helmet? Ooh, the lodge is oozing with darkness.
I found the car, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al. Oh, God! Look at the house, Al!
Oh God, fuck, I didn't see that. Is there more? Survive the onslaught of the house. Barry? Barry just... Oh, there he is. You're a brave man, Barry. I will remember you. Let's hide here.
Come on, Al! Gotta go! It's not much of a maze! I made it through easy!
Good for you, Barry. Alright, after the house is done with me. No, the gate wants to kill me.
Oh, jeez, Al! The house looks bad! Let's get out of here!
I agree, my dude. Alright, we got some protection now. But that's about it. Proceed through the garden. Well, that's gonna be easy peasy. I'm sure nothing bad happens at a hedge maze in a horror game.
Al, hurry up! I can hear those evil guys moving around!
Here comes the violence. Whoa! I dodged, you motherfucker. Alright, let's try that again. Guess not. There gotta be still more of them since I'm not getting the slow-mo. Oh, beautiful, you can't go back. Gotta love that. Don't trust a meal. Well, I figured that out on my own by now. But thanks for, you know, reassuring me. A manuscript page. Wake sees the old god's stage.
I stared at the Viking paraphernalia that littered the area, surrounding an unlikely centerpiece. A full-size stage complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon. It took a special kind of crazy to build something like this in a remote field. When the sky split open with a deafening boom and the music started blasting, it felt strangely appropriate.
This is gonna be the highlight of this stream. Better be careful. I can hear them moving around. The big guy almost had me. It's a checkpoint. Let's go to the opposite side. Oh, there's nothing here. Wait, there's something here. A page. Hartman and the power of failure.
Hartman hurried down the corridor. He had disliked leaving Wake when he was surely at his most susceptible to therapy. But this was not an ordinary storm. Wake had been writing, and he had woken something up in the depths of the lake. Now, it was coming for him. Hartman had naturally prepared for a situation like this. The idiot brothers would keep Wake distracted while Hartman double-checked everything, just to be sure.
Idiot brothers. Who's the idiot now, Hartman? Man, the lighting effects in this game are... Mwah. Am I going the right way? Yeah, I am. Nothing here. Where's the Taken that was talking about the TV? Good.
You get 2 pills in the morning, and then you'll be nice and calm all day long.
Ugh. I think it makes them scarier that they keep some semblance of their humanity. So they keep repeating things they you know, they used to talk about it there. That's the gorilla guy.
Like things to be lost. That way we don't have trouble. And I don't talk to torture.
Zhoof. He's very resilient to light. Die, fucking birds from hell. No, look at the swarm. Woohoo! Or like the flock. Well, it is a swarm if they're swarming, isn't it? A flare gun. That would have been useful a minute ago. Anything on the terrace? No? Just a beautiful view. Ooh, so good. You gotta space the light because they kind of grow accustomed to it for a moment. So you gotta keep boosting it occasionally, just so they don't rush you, the big guys specifically. Where are the birds? Oh, there they are. Oh, there they are. A shotgun. Fuck yeah. So many weapons in this town. A manuscript page. Fuck yeah. Mott in charge.
Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin. If only Mott actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver.
Too bad for you, Mott. Oh, I remembered this bit. Proceed through the garden. Nothing bad ever happens to the garden, right? Do I dodge too late? Oh, yep. You gotta dodge a little earlier. There you go. Zhoof. Who cares if you have a shotgun when your revolver is just as good? Oh, fucking hell, son. Something coming behind me. Stupid door from hell. Barry attacked by a Taken.
For the moment, Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay in the gloomy forest at night. He would just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way down. Barry turned when he heard the heavy footsteps and saw the movement. The man-shaped shadow lunged at him from the bushes, an axe held high. Barry screamed and threw up his hand. The world exploded.
Emil made Tom do it. We got that part, but thanks for the reminder. I mean, it's easy to say that when I played the game like 5 times before. 6 shotgun shells only, and it's a double barrel too. Ooh, a secret cache. Oh god! Alright, let's try this again, this time with a dodge. Whoosh! That was a good dodge, see that? God, you're fast. Fuck off. In the face. Oh. There it is. I just hope nothing's following me. Watch for the cliff. You can actually fall off and die. Three flare gun rounds. Alright. I'm probably gonna need that soon. Actually, I'm sure gonna need that soon. So what's in here? Oh, nothing. That's where I just was. Just in case you didn't see the first signs towards the cache. There's several arrows pointing at it. You have quite a few chances to find it. I thought I saw someone. Which wouldn't surprise me at all. $12 shotgun rounds. Woohoo! Now we're cooking. Hartman sedates Wake.
Hartman watched as Wake's features slackened. The man was bullheaded, no doubt. Even lying on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose the second time. But with a little time, he could break Wake down, give him proper direction. Wake was easily the most promising subject he had had. Well, since Tom, really. Sleep well, Alan, Hartman whispered with a smile. Let me take care of you. He sniffed hard to clear his throbbing nose, swallowed blood, and barely tasted it.
Ugh, that's very descriptive, son. Yeah.
Ow! You're alive!
Let's get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Barry.
Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so, Barry! I'll find it, don't worry about it!
Oh, fuck.
up, Barry.
Oh fuck! Oh god, they're coming from all the sides. Ooh, better dodge that. Oh, thank God. They can climb over that shit? God damn it, not the time, Barry. Wow, that's... what are the odds of that happening? Fuck, I fucked up. I blame Barry. Oh, come on! I dodged that, for fuck's sake. He did find the key, for real. Oh, that was close.
Al, please tell me we're headed for the nearest "You're now leaving Bright Falls. Come back soon" sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
Oof.
I'm crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the craziest...
But maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before, it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. We just need to find it.
Look out! Al! God damn it, Al! Talk to me!
Ooh, still hurt.
I lost my gun in the crash. Barry was nowhere to be seen.
You start in low health, that's pretty cool. There's the car, but no Barry.
Barry! Barry!
Oh, man, you're okay! Jeez, it's good to hear your voice! I was trying to get out of the car, but the ground gave way. Man, what a drop! Don't worry, your cutout is fine.
Forget that! Are you okay?
I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch. There's no way you can climb down, though. It's like a sheer wall.
God, it's beautiful.
Al! There's something moving down here!
Barry, it's a taken! Use a flare, Barry!
Please obey the campsite.
Yeah!
Barry, are you alright?
I'm good, Al! I'm great! Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City before, huh?
Children of the Elder God. Ooh, it's beautiful.
You're gonna have to find your way around to the farm now. I'll be waiting.
Barry, just wait for me, okay?
I'm not staying here. It's suicide. I'm going to the farm. I'm gonna go ahead and secure the area. You can catch up. Don't worry about it. I'm on the case.
You can see him.
Rambo. This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up with Barry.
You can see a manuscript page down there. But also, so he's running with Alan's cutout. I don't think I've ever seen him actually run down there. I used to play this on a much smaller TV. I contributed to that. Oh, that's amazing. Barry, you're the man. Crazy man, but a man for sure. There he is. He's running across the field. Wow. God damn, what a game. It's not like they're telling you it's happening. You can see it happening. He's so small from up here. There he goes. There goes a brave soldier. I better be careful. The darkness is everywhere. I don't like the rumbling. Get to the farm. Come on, get to the farm. What is wrong with you? Let's take the left road. Oh shit! Gotta use this shit. A manuscript page. Walter at the Anderson farm.
When he stopped the car at the Anderson farm, Walter felt relieved. Oblivion was close at hand. The brothers wouldn't miss a jar of moonshine or two in the booby hatch. But then he saw the man on the porch, and he knew who it was. Driving for his life and knowing it was useless, he didn't realize he was crying until he couldn't see the road for the tears.
Chills, man, chills. We do know that was Danny, right? Walter's friend. The road was dark. There were birds! There sure were. Good morning, Bounty. I gotta goad these fuckers into the light. Oh shit, they're here. Gotta get the wheelbarrow to kill me. Just a little closer, come on. That's one. Where's the other one? I know more objects are trying to kill me. There it is. Two barrels. The barrels of death. Oh god, there's another one. Don't be slow now, Alan. Oh fuck, that's like the worst. What are the odds? Alright. Need more light. So those barrels bounced off. That one, I don't know if it can even catch up to me. Oh my god, it can catch up to me. I'm still here, I swear! Come on, barrel, fight me, fool. Chef Bernardi. Hi, can't stay long, but I was just watching the music video too. I don't know, want to miss a thing by Aerosmith. Ah, it was in the movie Armageddon with Bruce Willis and Ben Affleck. It was, yeah. Welcome to the stream. I was just doing groundbreaking achievements. I can now build perfectly smooth ball joints. We can open a company, Carter. Chase me, motherfucker. Oh, that worked, kinda. That'll clear up a couple of them. There's another one down there. If I can get it to come up here. They suck at direction. Hello, Baba. Come on. I don't think that thing will ever get to me. Oh, there's another possessed barrel in that thing. That's okay. I'll take one in the face for the team. Oh, come on, it's a terrible aim. Can you believe this? Well, I can build them in under an hour with a 3D pen. A small ball bearing company. What's wrong with that? Well, I don't think they can reach here. But I still gotta go around them. Affleck. Ben Affleck, and it has Liv Tyler in it too. I was just wondering how Liv Tyler is Steve Tyler's daughter. They look nothing alike, and Liv Tyler is incredibly beautiful. Fair point. However, Steve Tyler looks a lot more handsome now than he did back then. True. Maybe all the drugs wore off. Who knows? I think I can just safely get the fuck away from that. If you're far enough, they shouldn't be able to even chase. I gotta use the bushes as my cover. Oh God. They can't travel far, thank God.
Shadows crawled over the gate. I needed a light to destroy them to get through.
Which means my second Game Boy mockery will be a Game Boy Advance SP. Very nice. Very nice mockery. Yeah, Hippitron is doing good whenever he's working. Hope you're doing good too, Chef Bernardi. Nightingale arrests Wake.
Agent Nightingale stared at the passed out rider. The man was sleeping off one hell of a night. Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head and almost became a murderer. His hand shook and his throat felt tight and dry. Biting his teeth, he tried again to pull the trigger. He lost the nerve. Wake stirred. Nightingale would have to settle for an arrest.
He's not doing good, obviously. Nightingale, I mean.
I hoped there'd still be a working generator somewhere around here to power up the old lights by the gate.
Just as I touched it. Checkpoint time? Just enough. Just what we need. Yeah, when Steve Tyler got off drugs, he started drinking Evian water, which now you spelled backward. That was an Anthony Robbins observation. He knew Steve Tyler. Nightingale. I get that reference. Nightingale is a tough son of a bitch. Well, son of a bitch nevertheless, but you still gotta pity him.
I could
Finally.
sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
So all I have is this. Trust no one in the dark. At least I have... Well, that's a regular flashlight. It's not even the big one. Was that the darkness? No, just a shadow. A shadowy shadow. That shadowed shadowly. Oh shit. Is it just like survive now? Yes they are, but leave me alone. How am I supposed to live through this without... Oh, you can't. There's no fucking weapon. Oh, you can't dodge when you're tired, huh? Whoosh, alright? Just try to dodge them all until they die. Gotta get to that stairwell. Oh, you can go back up there. I fucked up. Oof. Oh, a combo. Nice. How am I supposed to activate the generator when I'm being chased relentlessly? Just run, for fuck's sake, run. Oh, I didn't dodge that one. Oh. Oh, I see the safe haven. I can live. I can live. They're just pushing me. That's okay. I can get faster. Fuck off. Ugh. I live. Now I want to go back out there. I want to touch the generator. Maybe not one of my best ideas, but I still want to do it. Four pulls for a generator. Why? What sadistic bastard put this here? Oh, it's pasting links now at least. It's putting links in there. Nice. I don't know why it didn't. I was wondering why that generator's there. I guess like if you're fast enough, you can get a pool or two, or maybe on easy mode. There's no easy mode here. This is the easiest mode, normal.
A car was driving away from the farm, headed in the same general direction as I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
It wasn't Barry, spoilers. A heavy-duty flashlight. It's longer and bigger and better. So we have a stronger flashlight. Whoop-de-doo. No guns still.
The car was heading for the cabin up ahead.
Hey, mother of Hippie.
If it was Barry, I would see the damage soon.
Good evening, mother of Hippie. Hip mother. The plank just fell. Checkpoint reached. Aha!
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes.
Recognize that voice?
I had seen glimpses of the light before. I had seen it in my dream. It was a strange spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path.
Thomas Zane, he's voiced by James McCaffrey. I can hear it now. Max Payne voice actor. No, it's Max Payne's voice actor, James McCaffrey. In this game, yeah. The Dark Presence at Large.
The dark presence followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript, growing stronger and stronger, moving like a storm from one scene of destruction to the next. But it was still bound to follow the story and chained to the dark place it came from. When the story reached the end it longed for, it would finally be free.
He's also, like, voicing the Alan Wake's character from his books, Alex Casey, who I'm pretty sure was supposed to be Max Payne, had they had the rights to that. I think they sold the rights to Max Payne after the first or second game, and when they made Alan Wake, they couldn't use that, so they just called this character Alex Casey. But I'm pretty sure Max Payne would have been a character from Alan Wake's books, because, like, in these 2 pages from Alan Wake's final book, you can hear it.
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me.
And Alan Wake's voiced by Matthew Peretta. They're both amazing voice actors. Oh, more traps. Beautiful. So now I gotta be extra careful. Can't tell which is a page and which is a trap. It's another trap, 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 trap. Get to the farm, come on. Thank God. Shotgun. Fuck yeah. First weapon you get is
Someone had left a gun behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm.
A fighting chance. Get it? Haha, haha. The Taken are filled with darkness. Well, she didn't know when exactly would be where, so she was just leaving notes around town. Well, it's not just her. It's a whole group of people. A whole group of people from the town are in the net. The patients escaped the lodge.
The storm raged on as the Anderson brothers walked unsteadily away from the clinic with the other patients in tow, knowing that this time they wouldn't return. The darkness around them seethed with horrors, but Tor and Odin were unafraid. Their eyes glinted with guile. They knew every secret path, and there was blood on their hands. They had fought these shades before.
Yep, they already survived an onslaught. 40 years earlier. Is there anything in there? God, that scared me. It's one of those ruins I was in earlier. Fuckmeister. So this looks like the one we've been in earlier. Ah! What's the point of that? Just, oh, there probably would have been a thermos up there, yeah. Watch for the traps. The darkness comes. There's got to be more of them. Where's the other one? Alright, now we're done. At least for a little while. Watch for the traps. Ooh, I took that like a champ. That's a trap. Bet you didn't expect that, asshole. I could just fucking dodge them. They don't like the light.
I could see the car, but there was no sight of the driver.
Hello, Steven Anderson. I got bored last night, so I started The Last of Us Part 1. Before you know it, I will be in Pittsburgh in the game. I am at Bill's. No, in the graveyard, clickers everywhere. I never played that game, honestly. I only know it exists.
Hello? Anybody here? Barry!
No! Danny, you're not! Ah! Please! Ah!
I'm sure everything's fine.
What are you? Ah! No! Don't! I'm sorry! Ah! Ah!
I'm sure everything is fine.
I know you. You were in jail the other day.
I went to the farm again for the moonshine, you know? It makes you see. They're not gonna miss it. They're in the loony bin. But my buddy, Danny, I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him. It's not him. Like a real bad follow-up to a real good movie where the best friend's suddenly the bad guy who wrote this crap anyway.
Sorry. Poor Walter. Oh, he died. He actually expires. There's no sight of Danny. Or whatever Danny's become. Right, I got the revolver. My best friend.
I've run through every possible course in my head. If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story, and it's going to kill her, and me, and everybody in this town. No one will survive. Darkness will consume everything. This is what it's wanted all along. It will be free, unstoppable. It used Alice to get to me, dangled her in front of me to keep me going. It was never going to release her. I'm going to change this. I'll escape. I've written myself into the story. I'm now the protagonist. This feels like a terrible risk, but it's the only way to save Alice. I'll be bound by the events of the story just as much as anyone else who's been woven into it. The story must stay true for this to work. There have to be victims along the way, near escapes, cliffhangers. In a horror story, it can't be certain that the hero will succeed or even survive. He almost has to die. I'll write my own escape into the story next. I need help. Zane's going to be the one who will help me. I'll make it happen.
So he wrote Zane helping him escape the dark place. And that's like everything has to be very tight. Otherwise he would just write nothing ever happened, we all lived a happy life, the end, and there would be no game or anything. But that's not how the dark place works. Hi Danny.
Let me guess. Danny, huh?
Exactly right. Poor Danny.
The front door was locked.
But the back door was not. Ooh, fuck yeah. Is that a fireplace? How's your day going, Steven? Steven, what about this door? It's just a storage.
I could climb out through the broken window. The farm was still a good distance away. I'd need a car to get there fast.
That's where he locked Danny originally. Last of Us is a story-driven game like this game. The main characters are Joel, Ellie, and Tess. Joel and Tess need to get Ellie to Tommy's because he knows where a group called the Fireflies are. So begins the journey. Yeah, it's something about an apocalypse that happened, right? Flashbangs! Fuck yeah! Alright, that makes me happy. Flashbangs are super good in this game. Flashbang. We're still locked. Yeah, I've seen snippets of the game in when people talk about like top games of the decade and stuff like that, but I've never played it or seen actual gameplay.
If Barry wasn't
GTA,
up,
motherfucker.
Probably in trouble down at the farm. For a moment, I felt bad for doubting him. After all, I'd made it this far myself. But Barry was Barry.
Anywhoops, I gotta go. My phone is at 1% and it's charging. I'll be back after it charges. Bye, everybody. Bye, Chef Bernardi. Oh, no. Happy phone charging and whatnot. I'm driving a truck. Driving a big old truck. Paddle to the metal. Hope I don't run out of luck. Can I enter here? Oh, that sounds not good. Oh, hell yeah. Take care, man. Will do. It's 2 more flashbangs. Can you use the stairs, Alan, or are you stair impaired? Huh. There's literally nothing here. Is that an attic? Supposed to be an attic? Or what is that supposed to be? Can you go under it? Around it? Lattices! But am I supposed to go here? What about a lower? What about that lower route? Oh, you can take any of them, I guess. There's another building here. Let's try not to get overtaken by the darkness. A radio, finally.
Well, as I'm sure everyone's noticed, that storm we all felt coming is finally here. The boys at the Weather Service reckon it'll last until morning at the very least. Pertaining to that, let me read that missing persons alert again. The Sheriff's Department's still looking for a Caucasian woman, 30 years old, slim and blonde with blue eyes. She may be lost in the woods, and it's possible she's been injured in a car accident. If you see her, please make sure you get her indoors and call the sheriff. It's bad weather to be caught out in, so if you see someone in the area who maybe looks a little confused, give them a hand, all right? This is Pat Maine on KBF FM, hoping you're all safe and warm tonight.
It's the worst thing you can tell people now. He doesn't know, though, but it's like, it's not good. Considering that all the Taken look a little confused. Oh, fuck. Rickety fuck. Hey, Drewby. Welcome to the stream. I have a Polish friend who's an audio technician. And a Czech one, too. Check 1, 2. Hello. Always coming in with a joke. That's a gift. How you doing, Drewby? Are omega-3 fatty acids good for my heart? Is that what I'm gonna find out? You guys are not that scary when... Oh, that guy's a little scary, maybe. Not anymore, though. Alright, just slogging through Suicide Squad. The game or the movie? I'm great, man. I'm playing one of my favorite games. I'm enjoying this immensely. Spending hours and hours in Alan Wake. Woo! Slippery before the storm, is it? I should end up at the crossroad before I took that turn. Yeah, there you go. Oh, I nicked the car, god damn it. Maybe I should take that lighter car, huh? Kind of feel like this one will have more HP, but what do I know? It is harder to maneuver though. Oh! They will break the car if I overdo it though. Did you just throw a tool at me? I'm in a car, dummy. That's all of them for now. I think I'm supposed to walk here. Can't go any further. The game Suicide Squad. I seem to remember something about it. Is it good? I don't know where I saw it mentioned. Probably, again, another top list or something. Or just like mentions of games that were coming out at the time. Where are they? Oh, shit. Oh my fucking god. Crazy bulldozer. All that's left of it is the little feet. It's okay, the Love Service editions are absolutely trash. But their run and gun is pretty fun. You mean like fan service? Checkpoint. Can't go that way. Can you get in there? Let's not go into the farm yet. There should be an Easter egg right about here somewhere. Well, kind of an Easter egg. It's more in the vein of the game. Live service, okay. The battle pass and grindy nature of the events. Well, it sucks when an online game isn't onlining well, huh? Ooh, a cache. We're looking for 3 crosses. What, inside? Oh, inside. Not the crosses, I mean the cache. It's not fun. It should have been offline and structured better. Everybody wants to make an online game nowadays, huh?
Stay away from my daughter.
I'm sorry. I didn't know she was your daughter. Oh, fuck, my face. That's a mad farmer. Exactly. Did you ever play Gotham Knights? The live service stuff in Suicide Squad is worse than that. I have not, actually. I haven't played many comic-related games. Injustice is one I've beaten. But that's like a rare example. Oh. What a fancy outhouse. Oh, there they are. Alright, get ready for this. The undead are coming. Oh fuck, they're attacking. Oof. So 3 people were buried there, and their bones just like up and throw themselves at me. If you get the chance, I highly recommend the Arkham trilogy. Oh yeah, I do want to play that. I may have one of them on Xbox 360. The thing is, when I got Xbox One, I almost neglected my 360 library. I did not. I still keep collecting games for it, but it's just not, you know, not as much. I have a bunch of games online, you know, the ones that I got on discounts and stuff that I never even turned on. Wait, what is up with this room? There's nothing in here. I've heard really good things about the Arkham trilogy. Arkham Origins is not officially part of the Arkham series. It's a prequel made by another studio. It's pretty good though. Who developed the original games though? I thought I saw a page from afar somewhere here. Before I get over there, I just want to check out this part. Rocksteady. Okay. I don't know many of their games. Or if I do, I can't remember. But I don't think I do. Origins and Gotham Knights were Warner Brothers Studios, I think. Possibly, yeah. They did start developing their own shit at one point. Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. They secured the farm from the darkness.
I'd known the brothers used to be some kind of rock stars, but it hadn't really sunk in until I saw the stage.
There we go.
Ow! Run! Incoming! There's too many of them!
Here we go.
God damn.
Children of the Elder Nighttime.
I'm so glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Bronson.
Shut up and shoot! Ow! We have to fight them off! I can set off more of the fireworks from here and help you out! Hey, Al, did you notice there's a lot of ammo and stuff? Try to get the stage lights on!
Yes, please. Five of these in 7 days, alright.
Here we go!
Fuck yeah!
Belly wheeler to the rescue!
Hold your light on the dawn. Motherfucker. Who the fuck did that? Show yourself. Fucking throwers. No, that's the wrong button. Throw the fucking flash, Helen. It's time for the pump action. Let's take the pump action. Alright, here we go. What the fuck is up with the dodge? Just throwing things at me. Whoosh. Whoosh. Fuck yeah.
That was awesome!
It was.
Bright Falls, rock and roll capital of America.
Oh yeah. I totally missed that. Not like it showed me it was there. What else could I have missed? If there are pages, we'll read them in the next. We start the next one. Revolver ammo. Item limit reached. Was here too. Oh, nice to see you, zombie man. Nice to see you everywhere, growing and spreading your zombiness.
This way to the farm.
Hold on, Barry, I'm doing something, man. Are you blind? There's a page. Mulligan questions Nightingale's orders.
Deputy Mulligan tuned Thornton's chatter out. He didn't think riders were particularly useful people, and a huge manhunt for one stuck him as idiotic. Certainly not worth the missed opportunity for coffee and pie. It wasn't even clear what the man had done, except run from them at the trailer park. Mulligan knew he wasn't alone. The sheriff's patience with the Fed was running out.
I feel like my dodges have gone down in quality over the years. Maybe I'm getting old. No pages, I'm just tripping balls. That's where I've seen Barry, from up there. I was up there on the ridge and I've seen him run over here. Guess that's their old bandwagon. Literally. Hold on, Barry. Just a well, alright? Children of the Elder God. Scourge of the light upon the dark. What's in here? Nothing. How about here? Another big old nothing. That's a big farm, man. It's a giant farm.
See, bestseller, no reason to worry. Your cutout's good as new, right where I left it. I'll come back for it once we have the place secured.
Yeah, that's been my biggest worry all this time. We need to get this thing moved out of the way.
This is as far as I got before they ambushed me.
Barry's a great addition to this game. Children of the Elder God. Da 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 da. We gotta get through all that shit. Right, so I gotta climb. Wait, I saw a ladder over there. A ladder.
Hey, I think Alan Wake here has something to say. What's that, Al?
Ooh, I'm Alan Wake. I'm always right about everything. And if I don't get my way, I'll sulk all day long. I'm always intense and moody. It makes me very attractive and mysterious. Right now, I'm just standing here because I need my best friend Barry to carry me. But that's okay. I can just take him for granted.
I think I see what you did there.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
You want me to do my imitation of Barry Wheeler? No? Thought so.
All right. Can you just jump down without getting hurt? Oh, slightly hurt. That's okay. Scourge of light upon the dark.
Look at that thing, Al! They really went all out with this Viking crap, didn't they?
They sure did.
They must have done okay for themselves, so how come I never heard of these guys before?
And this from the guy who learned about Ozzy Osbourne through reality TV?
Scooby Dooby Dooby Doo. Ooh. Is that another Night Springs episode? Item limit reached. Alright, let's watch some Night Springs.
Sleep. We all spend a third of our dreams in its soft embrace, somewhere between fantasy and
Remember when I
oblivion.
got you that gig? Your
But
first
dreams have
real
a way
writing
of
job.
forcing
What got you
themselves into
started?
waking life,
Was this one of your
or
episodes?
vice versa. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, The Dream of Dreams.
That's by someone else.
We join Mr. Jones as he explores the endless dreamscape, only to be brought to a sudden stop by a decidedly mundane situation. A long line of people.
Hey, Jones, right? Listen, we're gonna have to wait until His Highness over there is good and ready. Oh, wow. Who's that? You don't know him? What are you, new? He's the guy dreaming us. Well, not just us. He dreams everything. All of this.
But wait, no. I'm the one who's dreaming. I'm asleep. Isn't this my dream?
Oh, yeah. Sure. Get real, pal. You're just another dream. I'm a dream. You're a dream. The weirdo in the diving suit is a dream. And the girl made of smiles and sunshine is definitely a dream.
But I'm pretty sure I'm dreaming this.
Well, maybe you're a really confused dream. What am I, a shrink? All I know is I'm going with the smart guys. And they say that's the guy doing the dreaming. Right there.
I don't know what that means.
It means we keep him happy. No sudden falls. We make sure he has his clothes on when he goes out in public. No chases where the monster is nipping at his heels and he runs like crazy, but his legs don't seem to get him anywhere. None of that. Because if he wakes up in a cold sweat... Yeah, precisely. So we wait till he wants to move on. Keep things nice and calm.
Hey, something's happening here.
Yeah? What's that?
What? Can't you hear that?
Oh, God help us. It's an alarm clock. Oh, it's you, isn't it? Please, man, I got a wife and kids. Please don't wait.
That's fucked up. You know, let's think about it fridge horror way. Now you give me hunting rifle ammo. Children of the Elder God. I could go and exchange the shotgun for the hunting rifle, but I'm not gonna. Find a way through the barn. Scourge of life upon the dark. So we gotta climb there, huh? We gotta open this shit. The Anderson brothers in the 70s.
It's 1976. Madness reigns at the Anderson farm. Contrary to all logic, the headiest ingredient of their moonshine is unfiltered water from Cauldron Lake. The Andersons feel like gods. Odin can't stop laughing. He contemplates cutting his eye out. Tor runs across the field, naked, shrieking, hammer in his hand, trying to catch lightning. Their songs have power. Something ancient is stirring in the depths, coming back.
Oh yeah. So they bought the farm after they retired.
The Viking boat looked imposing, almost like a battering ram.
Wink, wink. The Old Gods of Asgard, the 1975 Ragnarok tour. Be awed by celestial wrath and fury. And they went through Seattle, Washington, Bakersfield, California, Long Beach, New York, Newark, Detroit, Jacksonville, Tampa, New Orleans, and Baton Rouge. Da, 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 da. Well, it's a slow-mo plan, but it's good enough. I don't need no batteries. Oh fuck, here they come. Double kill, that's what I wanted. Where are you, Barry, when I'm dying here?
Planting of crops is hard work.
Oh, I hate these quick assholes, they're just annoying. Until they die.
I think we can make it through here, Al!
Where the fuck were you, Barry? No, I'm gonna go the opposite way, because you're a dick. And also because I might find something. Oh yeah, that's what we saw from up there, isn't it? I saw this from somewhere. From distance. And there was a page, I'm pretty sure. I don't know why I keep hunting them. I have them all, I just have to read them, but it's kind of more interesting when you do find them. Am I supposed to go there? Or am I supposed to go there? Barry's in there, okay. So literally I have to go around. I was going the right way. Don't touch the zapper. It might zap you. That's the outside, I guess. Where's the car Barry coming in? Woohoo! Alright, time to blow this joint. Ooh, I ran right into that. That's not a dodge, that's the total opposite of a dodge. There should be another one. I think I lost one. There we go. That's a crazy car. Barry's safe in the How the fuck did you get there, Barry, without fighting, huh? Would you care to explain that to me? I think Barry should be the protagonist of this game. He seems to be more magical than Alan. DBD 121, what do you mean?
Wow! Those geezers had quite a production going on. Ooh, you know what, Al? If we make it through this alive, I'm gonna start representing them. Yep, sell this stuff online, maybe get a reality show going, release a new single.
Good luck with that, pal.
Hey, you find us a way out here, okay? I'm gonna take a closer look at this stuff.
Wow, I couldn't disagree more. But what? How exactly is Alan Wake like DBD? Please do explain. And if you say it has flashlights in both, it doesn't count. I've disagreed with you. I disagreed with you in some things over Life Sis, but this one like is probably the top. It's like saying Zelda is totally like Diablo. They both have swords. Oh, they're up there. I can hear them walking. Walking and talking. If you had this... Graphics are similar. Oh, okay, okay. Man, you scared me. I was gonna touch your forehead to see if you have a fever. Yeah!
I'm good. Keep your eyes open, okay?
Peachy. If I had this range of movement in DBD, I wouldn't get killed nearly as often as I do in that game. And a dodge, like imagine the killer trying to kill you, like trying to swing at you, you just dodge like Alan does. They would have just put them to shame. Nobody would play the killers. I'd like to see that though. Finally, you know, Alan Wake is in DBD now. He's one of the characters. Too bad they didn't put the darkness in there. In one of its forms. They would have been... Sasha and I have a great idea for how... Oh, we already have that. Well, let's listen to the radio.
As you regular listeners know, I tend to work through the night, but I'm not the only one. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton are taking a couple of moments off their busy schedule to join me here in the studio. Boys, how busy are you now? Deerfest is almost here, isn't it? I bet that keeps you in business.
Pretty busy, yeah. Actually, Pat, we've been real busy with other stuff, which concerns an ongoing investigation. We can't talk about that, Thornton. I wasn't gonna say anything. I was just saying we got, you know, other irons to fry.
And how would you compare your workload to last year's? Things have seemed relatively peaceful to me, but people do tend to get a little wild this time of year.
Oh, it's wild, Pat. It's pretty wild. There's been all sorts of trouble this year. Vandalism, fighting, public disturbances. A lot of people gone missing, too.
Yeah, it's pretty much the usual stuff, Pat. Just, you know, a lot more of it.
Now, is it just me, or does Deerfest get wilder every year? People seem to be more drunk, at least, or they start earlier and younger.
Oh, it's definitely not just you, Pat, but...
Definitely, Pat.
Hey, I'm talking here, Thornton. Oh, shoot, I lost my train of thought.
Not just me.
Oh, yeah, it's wilder, Pat, but actually most of the trouble seems to be coming from grown men. People who ought to know better, you know? Kids are doing fine this year.
Well, that's nice to hear at least. Boys, I want to thank you for stopping by. I'll let you get back to your patrol.
Sure thing, Pat.
Yeah, sure thing, Pat.
I love him. Never liked to play the killer, only survivors, because they sucked in both. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, if you played the game when it came out and you played it the entire time, you have like an edge. But now trying to catch up with it, I have no idea what's going on. I am proud of Sasha, how she kept with it. She started late, and then she still kicks ass at the game.
The elevator was dead. I'd have to get some power to it first.
There are generators as well in DBD. Generators, flashlights, monsters.
I could see the building that had to be the Andersons' home on the other side of the field.
There it is.
It wasn't far now. I wasn't worried about trusting the ramblings of two burned-out geriatric wrecks. They had the goods.
Well, they survived it once. Man, they should have called this kick the game. Right, filled to the brim. Is it time to fight another crazy farm tool? Oh, fuck me.
You got to be kidding me.
Whoa! Woohoo! There's another dude. There's another dude. Oh, it killed the guy. Oh, fuck yeah.
There are 65 billion.
I like how they keep giving you weird info. I'm gonna use this on this guy. Or maybe not. There's gotta be more of them. I'm glad you are, Lyubka. Yeah, they give, like, one of them was shouting, omega-3 fatty acids are good for your heart. They give you health advice, too. Gotta open the silo door for Barry. But before that, I'm pretty sure there's a page around here. Changing a spark plug is more dangerous than it seems. It's because they used to be humans before the darkness overtook them. Overtaken them? Overtook them? Has overtaken them? I don't know. And they have some small piece of humanity left, so they're just saying the things they know. Did you see the concert battle just before on the stage, Jupka? I don't know if you were there when that was happening. When the music was playing. We were fighting the darkness with rock and roll. Yeah. You didn't? Oh man, that's one of the best parts of this game. We were on a big stage because this farm belonged to the old rockers, the old gods of Asgard. In reality, they're a band, Finnish band called Poets of the Fall, but they'd sing for Alan Wake, Control, and other Remedy games. They were in Max Payne 2 as well. But in these games, they sing as Old Gods of Asgard, which are those two old guys we've seen in the diner and later in the Cauldron Lake Lodge. Two old rockers. This is their farm. And they have a... We were just on a stage before. You were at the protest. Oh, that's why you missed it. It was playing their song and Barry was controlling the lights. We're fighting the Taken. It was fucking kick-ass. I love that part. Well, one of them is the singer. The other is a guitarist. No, the drummer, actually. In the real Poets of the Fall band. Open the silo door for Barry. Oh, that's the silo. That's the silo door, huh? What if I go here first? Oh, wait. Coconut song. No, that's not Old Gods Smoke.
Is that you out there, buddy?
Yeah, it's me. Hang on. I'll try to find a key to get the door open.
I had to find a key to get Barry out.
Hey, John, welcome to the stream, man. She put the lime in the coconut, she drank them both up. She said, Doctor.
Hold up. Come on, this place is all dusty. You know I got my allergies.
Allergies. How are you, senpai?
Seriously, I don't like it in here.
I love letting him use all his lines, even though it's kind of torturing. He really did, huh? It is one of those songs. You either love it or hate it. Most people I know love it.
Holy crap! I think I lost some body weight with that one.
Is your grandpa one of the Anderson brothers? Can you do a shout out for our friend John here, Lupka? The light ain't doing well. Maybe. I bet your grandpa's Thor Anderson. Kuro no kudos.
Yo.
Fear. Was that Liu Kang? Or was that like Enters the Shredder from 2003 Ninja Turtles? Whoa. Children of the other God.
Hey, let's go, man.
No, wait. I want to see what you had here. I want to have it too. You locked the door behind you, you bastard. Oh, wait, this is where we were. That's where we entered originally, isn't it? I'm coming. I'm coming, my second wife. Could have done it himself. Yeah. You know, I mean, yeah, people, I know people feel bad about that, but feel like it's rude, but for you, John, it's never rude. I'd welcome you do it for yourself. Nothing without Al.
I think that's the farm on the other side of the field. We're almost there. Crazy people.
We should feel right at home then.
This is where I fought the tractor, right? Yeah. Anytime, buddy. I swear there was a page on the ground somewhere from up top, but maybe I just saw something else. It's kind of, because it's like kind of like saying, yeah, you know what? My dick is the biggest, but even worse than that somehow. That's how people feel about it. I get why. Is that a chainsaw stuck in the tree? Alright, they were having fun, I guess. Old gods know the truth. Should I enter or should I look around? Children of the Elder God. There's left on this. Oh my fucking god! Thanks for telling me. Sometimes it needs help. My dick is the biggest now. Children of the Elder God. I'm looking around this funny farm. Wait, funny farm means something else. Good thing there's no taken around. Because they would have taken me away. Ha 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 ha. Well, if he has a big dick, it wouldn't be rude. It would be fact. Yeah, true. Barry is the best wingman. He'll follow me anywhere. Like into the dark woods. Why not? That's what a wingman best friend is for. Da 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 da. Alright, it's time. Mute Lupka.
Check the fuse box.
It's always a fuse box, man. It's upstairs, alright. So I can fuck around the bottom floor. Move, Barry. Don't make me shine a light in your face.
The power downstairs was out, but I was sure I could fix that at the fuse box.
Scooby-Dooby-Dooby-Doo. That's the mini stage where they rehearse, I guess. Shooby-Dooby-Booby-Boo. It's a beautiful house. I love wallpapers. I don't know why. Shut the fuck up, not the mute. It's more significant. Now that song's gonna be stuck in my head for days, as is usual when I play this part. Oh, their golden record. War? No, it's not war. It doesn't say what it is. Maybe it's the Children of the Elder God. Old gods of Asgard, in the valley of my shadow.
I thought the answers were in the booby hatch. Come on, Al,
Yeah,
let's get the lights on.
I don't think they keep too close an eye on them at the clinic. They seem to slip away a lot so they can get wasted.
No kid? Awesome.
Old gods know the truth. They sure do. And we're gonna know the truth in a minute too. Guitars. God damn, this light is too strong for this part. Manuscript page. The mystery of the missing week.
Again, Alice's screams rang in the stillness of the night. I saw myself run toward the cabin, flashlight in my hand. I followed my past self. I was an out-of-body observer, a time traveler in a crazy drunken dream. This was the beginning. The night Alice had disappeared. The mystery of what had happened during the missing week was about to reveal itself.
Ooh. Why is the fuse box upstairs? That's like the worst place for a fuse box. Upstairs. By the time you get there, fire's broken up. Oh god, it's my favorite. It's my favorite Old Gods song coming up.
Can you hear that, Al? Music?
Of course. We need to find where it's coming from. That's the message the Andersons talked about. That's the whole reason we're here.
Lady of the dark.
Lady of the light? That's gotta be... What's her face? The crazy lamp lady from the town.
Cynthia Weaver.
Right. Must be.
Find the lady of the... Gotta fix that record skipping. Alright, here we go. Play.
Okay.
We need to find Cynthia Weaver. We'll stay here for the night and head back to town as soon as it gets light.
Hey, Al. Lots of hours before dawn. Might as well get some rest. And by rest, I mean drunk.
Come on, Barry, this is... Yeah, what the hell?
Well...
I'm sorry about that. No, seriously, because I know we don't get along, but we're gonna find her, right? And even though you're a crazy bastard, I'm gonna stick by you, no matter what, ever, Al. Sure, like a brother.
I'm a writer, goddammit.
Correct.
If I just wanted to, I could write 10 books a year. And they'd be the best books that year.
No, you couldn't.
That's right, I couldn't. But I could, because I'm a writer.
What? What do they put in this stuff? I feel like my brain is coming out of my nose. I'm gonna get the recipe off those coots and be a booze millionaire.
I just miss her, Barry. I just want her here with me.
I know, Al. I know. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna make it okay.
Snort. So right at the beginning, when they were fighting.
Alice, I'm coming. It's all right. I'm coming.
It was a crazy drunken dream, and yet it was more than that. It was the truth, a suppressed memory unearthed by the Andersons' moonshine. I was there, an out-of-body observer. This was the night Alice and I had arrived at Bright Falls, the night Alice had disappeared. I had a chance to find out what had happened. I remembered being surprised to see the cabin dark. Alice would have never turned the lights off.
Alice? Alice!
I remembered thinking I caught a glimpse of her form underwater, sinking into the darkness. Diving after her was the last vague memory I had of that night. After that, the next thing I could remember was waking up behind the wheel of the crashed car and finding the first pages of the manuscript.
Yep.
I couldn't find her in all that blackness. I must have thought she drowned.
Alice!
Jagger had Alice, and so she had me.
Alice!
I'd been easy prey.
Look at the cabin. Is there someone in the window?
Alice?
Maybe she didn't drown after all. Maybe she's inside.
Alice!
Yes.
The dark presence had touched me. She had dug her nails into my brain and used me, made me her puppet.
Ah, yeah.
She... Maybe upstairs in the study.
Alice!
Yes, that's where she is. You can apologize. Put it behind you.
Alice?
She's not here. You were foolish to think so. No, she's dead. She drowned.
No, no, no!
It's your fault your wife is dead. You are guilty. all she wanted was to help you right, you killed her. Oh, hush. There's still hope. Cauldron Lake is a special place. Here, you have the power to change things. She wanted you to write. I will tell you what to do. You can write her back. The story will come true, and all will be well again.
She had Alice, and the manuscript was the ransom for her. Yes. All right. I'll fix it. I'll bring her back.
There's the cabin underwater.
I wrote it. I remembered it all now. In the dark, I'd written for days, a week, almost a complete manuscript of a novel entitled Departure. Jagger had been my editor, whispering in my ear, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. I thought I was saving Alice. Even with the cobweb she put in my head, some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story, to bring a light into the cabin to release me before I could finish. To interrupt the horror story before the ending, where darkness consumed everything and everyone. Zane was weak and far away, but I had written him into the story, and his light had been enough to set me free.
It isn't here now. I'm here because it was written. I brought the light to set you free. You must hurry. It will know I'm here. It will be back soon. It stole the skin of my Barbara a long time ago. She looks so old.
I had woken up, confused and groggy, my mind consumed by darkness and fear. All I could do was to escape.
Totally not Evil Dead. Ooh.
The week spent in the cabin had taken its toll. I was barely conscious, and fading fast. It had to have cost Zane terribly, thrown him even deeper into whatever dark place he now haunted. But he had managed to weaken the dark presence, kept me safe that night.
And that's how it happened.
I wrote it. It's my fault.
That's right, James Joyce. It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
And here comes the poet and the muse. Well, that and Take Control are my favorite old Gods of Asgard songs.
There's an old town road with mystery of Tom the poet and his muse.
Alright guys, I'm gonna stop here. I'm not gonna do an episode and a half after all. This one took 3 hours, man. So we're gonna have an extra episode, that's okay. Or maybe not, who knows. Now. Thanks for watching, everyone. Oh my god, this game grips me very good. It was nice seeing some of those lovely faces, or names in my case. We'll continue this Thursday. Tomorrow we're doing the Sims 2 co-op, story co-op. Be well, we're gonna raid Monster the Mash, who's playing Resident Evil.
He searched in night would fall, and only his own
There we go. Yeah, there we go.
as his call. And when he swore to bring back his love by stories he'd create, nightmares.
Be well, guys. See you around. Bye-bye.
And now to see your love set free, you will need the witch's cabin key. Find the lady of the light still raving in the night. That's how you reshape destiny. In the dead of night she came to him with darkness in her eyes. We're in a morning gown, sweet words as hard as skies. He took her in without a word, for he saw his grave mistake, and vowed them both to silence deep beneath the lake. Now if it's real or just a dream, one mystery remains, for it is said on moonless nights they may still haunt this place.